This is Doc Rock, and this is a great day. And I just want to talk about 7 leadership mentality attributes for success. And success is not just getting to a place. Success is the part of the process of success is the journey to get there. Success is not necessarily $1 million. It's not necessarily a house on a hill. But success really is you fulfilling the mandate that's on your life. It's you doing what you know you are called to do. So I want to talk about 7 leadership mentalities attributes for success. Now, leadership, and I like what Dr. Miles Monroe said years ago. Leadership is influence. It's generated by passion. It's focus. It's you accomplishing something with others in your life. So we're going to talk about these attributes, and I think they're going to help you in a powerful way. The first attribute I want to talk about is that leadership mentality attribute is that you got to be full of humility. You got to have the attribute that you are full of humility. Now, on the surface, it seems like an unfairly candidate to be a leader and be humble. However, once we understand it becomes a bedrock, trait and a powerful asset that we can use in order to be the effective business leader, the leader that you want to be. Now, humility is being humble. It's having a moderate estimation of your own self. Now, here's the deal, man. I believe I can do it. I believe you can do it as well. But we got to be humble in that. Meaning that we need somebody to help us. We need somebody to help us along the way to get this done so we can be the leaders that we are called to be. You see, the way up is down. The way up is down, and you got to go down before you can get back up, okay? And that's Doc Rock right there. Now, the number 2, the second leadership mentality attribute that you need is a solid self-control. A solid self-control. You got to be able to control you. One of the greatest things being taught today is EQ, emotional intelligence. It is studies after studies show that people are not successful just based on their IQ. People are successful based on their EQ, how you handle yourself, how you handle your emotions, and and don't just react to things, but you respond to things in life. Okay, so we're talking about self-control. We're talking about you managing you, controlling your emotions, moderating your words. Okay, you can't have a flash of negative emotions erupt and disrupt your production to get results. Because bottom line is, hey, you want to get results. You want results to come, and I'm believing they're going to come toward your way, but you got to control yourself. Man, I want to hit people sometimes. Oh, if you're like me, there's times I like, boom, I just want to bust them in the mouth. Now, don't do that. I don't do that. But there are times that I feel like doing that. But there are times I feel like saying, get out of my face. There's times I feel like saying, I'm out of here. See you. Those type things. We all feel that way sometimes, but you got to control that. You got to settle down. You got to say, you know what? Hey, where I'm going, what I have in front of me is more important than me flying off the handle. It's more important than me just going ballistic and going crazy about it. You can't do that. All right, self-control. Now, what is self-control? Holding it together when the world seems like it's falling apart. That's Doc Rock. See, you got to hold it together when the world seems like it's literally falling apart. That's self-control. The third attribute that we're going to talk about, and we're just scheming over these. When we do teachers and coliseums and things, we're going to a little more detail, but this is just going to help you just a little bit. The third leadership mentality attribute is total integrity. Total integrity. Integrity is misunderstood sometimes. Many people consider it to be synonymous with honesty. While honesty have a component of integrity, it's narrow, but it's much more refined. But integrity is not just you and I, but integrity is you in the whole world. You do what's right when right is in front of you. You do what's right when right is in front of you. That's integrity, and here's what Oxford Dictionary says. It says integrity is adherence to moral and ethical principles, soundness of moral character, and honesty. And that's true. See, integrity, I like to say it this way, is doing what's right when nobody's around. Doing what's right when no one's around. You got to have total integrity. This third attribute mentality will really help you because it's something that you need to have. Now, what we're talking about? We're talking about leadership mentality attributes. What? Because for success. Because you are successful inside of you. Right now, success is inside of you. But guess what? It takes some things to get it out of us, okay? Now, the fourth leadership mentality attribute is the willingness to learn. The willingness to learn, and not just learn for its college and things of that nature. I'm not against that. I have many degrees, and I'm not bragging on that, but I've just worked and did that. But it's not just about that. But the willingness to learn is gathering ideas from a variety of sources. It's accurately evaluating a situation. Get some good ideas out there, combine it with some things that you had in life. Bring those things together. You gotta be always willing to learn. You can learn things in many, many areas. I tell people I learn something every single day. You can learn from a baby. You can learn from a wino on the street. I'm telling you, there's always a lesson that's out there, but you got to have an openness in your mind. You got to have a willingness to learn. This attribute number 4, the willingness to learn, is very important for you to go where you want to go. Because here's the deal. I'm talking to you right now. But guess what? I'm somewhere in the future. I see myself greater. Do you see yourself greater? Do you see yourself having what you need to have, want to have? Can you see yourself driving that car you always wanted? Can you see yourself influencing people? Can you see yourself as the CEO or as the vice president of a company or whatever you choose? Because you can have it, but you got to have a willingness to learn. And we all are learning. We always learn as long as we're gonna go up the success ladder. Okay. Now here's why I say willingness to learn is use information to change your present situation. That's what Doc Rock say. Willingness to learn is to use information to change your present situation. Now, leadership attribute number 5. The 5th attribute is a drive for more. You gotta have a drive for more. More refers to the concept that in every part of your life, in every part of business, you want to achieve greater heights. Okay, you want to experience greater things. You want greater accomplishments to come your way. Okay, greater knowledge to obtain, wisdom to be acquired, money to have, riches and whatever you want. But you got to have a drive for more. You're not gonna settle just for a little. You're not just gonna settle, say, everything good. Yeah, hey, I'm content, but I'm not satisfied. No, let's keep going faster. Let's keep going, doing more. Why? Because we need to help more people. So we gotta have a drive. Every morning you get up, okay, you gotta get up and say, I want more. Okay, let's do more. Let's realize more. Here's what Doc Rock say: go more, do more, be more than you ever thought before. Yes, do it. Go. Be. Think. Why? Because you need it. Here's the deal. If you are today what you thought yesterday, you'll be tomorrow what you're thinking right now today. We all look like what we thought. We look like our decisions. Hey, get that fire burning in your belly. I'm fortunate. I'm a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. We have our company that we do leadership business development with. We travel around the world. Okay, why? Because I have a drive to help people. I have a drive that I want more myself so we can go where we need to be. All right? Now, the 6th leadership mentality attribute, the 6th one, is a sound work ethic. Or don't lose me now, a sound work ethic. You got to have a sound work ethic, okay? You got to work. I don't care what people say. Nothing comes free in life. Nothing comes free in life. We have to work for it. Okay? If you work for it, you shall appreciate it. Yeah, you can get an inheritance. You can get various things. But guess what? When you work for something, you can appreciate it. The deal with working, it's constantly looking at ways to be more effective, to be more efficient. We just want to work hard. We want to work smart. A sound work ethic is diligence. That you start something and you be successful in life. You don't throw in the towel when it gets hot and when it gets hard, because you are who you are under pressure. So when pressure comes, hey, you keep on working. You got a sound work ethic. You got to tell people, the milk man up, the bread man up, but sometimes the business man in the bed. No, let's get up out the bed. Let's get up out the bed and let's do some things. See, here's what I say about work. A sound work ethic is something extra that gets you out of the bed when everybody else is hitting the snooze button. It gets you up out the bed. You ready to go. Everybody hit the snooze button, want 10 more minutes. You say, no, I don't have 10 more minutes. I got to get up. I got to go to work. I got to accomplish some things. I got to help some people. I got to help myself. We got some things in front of us and we want to be successful. Hey, you can do it. You can do it. Okay? But you got to jump in there. You got to be on purpose. You got to do it every single day. I'm telling you, it's worked in my life. You're looking at a person who's born to a 15-year-old in the projects, okay? Didn't have anything, but now I've been blessed. Why? Not just because of me, but because of work ethic, because of these attributes that I'm teaching to you right now. You may know these things, but I want to encourage you to do them and to do them even more. You're going to do that. You're going to accomplish that. You're going to go where you want to go, okay? Very, very important. And the last one, the last leadership mentality attribute that really I think will help you is that you got to have the courage. Number 7, the courage of a lion. The courage of a lion. Yes, 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 yes. Because courage is powerful. Wikipedia says courage is the choice and the willingness to confront agony, pain, danger, uncertainty, of intimidation. Okay, so you confront things. When you got the courage, you say, you know what, it's hard, it's tough, there's a mountain in front of me, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to go forward. Whatever I have to do, I'm going to do it. Okay, that's what courage is about. All right, now that's physical courage. You know, it's courage in the face of physical pain, hardship, deaths, or those type things. And we need that type of courage to be successful, because sometimes in our life, physical things happen, hardships happen. And we need the courage to stand. We need the courage to say, you know what, I'm going to keep going. We need the courage to say, you know, this is tough. This is rough. You know, I'm crying. You may cry at night, but in the morning time, the joy going to come on you. Okay? Why? Because you got the courage to say, it hurts, it's painful, but I'm not going to stop. Too much is in front of me for me to stop. Okay? Then there's more courage. More courage. It's the ability to act rightly in the face of popular opposition, shame, scandal, discouragement, personal loss. That's just more courage. That even in the midst of opposition, in the midst of things going crazy, in the midst of people saying no, you keep going. While few business leaders face threats of physical courage, moral courage we face many days, many times. But we don't stop. We keep going. Okay? I look at courage like this. It's being scared to death, but going forward anyway. Going forward anyway. You can't stop. Don't you stop. Don't you give up. You keep pressing. You keep going. And you're going to get it. Use these attributes, these 7 attributes to help you. Because guess what? You're going to be successful. Number 1, I said, be full of humility. Number 2, have a self-control. Number 3, total integrity. Number 4, the willingness to learn. Number 5, a drive for more. Oh, I want more. Give me more. Number 6, a sound work ethic. Get up in the morning. I'm going to do it. You're not going to stop it. And then number 7, the courage of a lion. Lion courage to stand and do it. I'm telling you, hey, you're going to be successful. You're going to influence people. You're going to have the things you want. And don't you let nobody stop you. Don't you let nobody say you can't do it. I don't care where you at. I don't care where you was born. I don't care what your ethnicity is. You can do it, and you can be successful. Hey, it's gonna be a great day. And I tell people every day, make it a great day. Don't let nobody stop you. I'm Doc Rock. I'll see you at the top.